Welcome to another educational edition of the Stigma-Free Vet Zone. Along with co-host Bob Bach, I am Mike Orban, and we welcome you this Thanksgiving week 2021. We're not going to do our regular podcast this week, not just because it's Thanksgiving week, but we want to dedicate this episode to our neighbors a few miles to the south in Waukesha, Wisconsin, and the recent heartbreaking Christmas Parade tragedy. And though we are not directly affiliated with the Veterans Administration, we do participate in many community events together. Donna Drew, who is a community engagement and partnership coordinator with the Zablocki VA Medical Center in Milwaukee, sent out this informative and thoughtful message from the Mental Health America of Wisconsin. One standard page long, I would like to share this with you. The staff and network of Mental Health America of Wisconsin share their love and thoughts with those affected by the tragic incident that occurred during the Waukesha Holiday Parade on November 21st, 2021. Our community may never understand the motivation behind this tragedy, but we stand united to provide support to any individuals seeking an empathetic listener to assist them as they navigate through this traumatic feelings of grief, anger, and confusion. The R&R House, a veteran-run resource in Pewaukee, Wisconsin, finds non-crisis warm line phone support for any individuals who are service members, veterans, or military families. That resource can be reached at 262-336-9540. Additionally, young adults and teenagers who identify as LGBTQ+ can reach out to the PRISM Warm Line at 414-336-7974. Both of these resources from the Mental Health America are provided by individuals who identify with these populations and have received extensive training in addressing trauma and feelings of grief. Mental Health America also provides direct counseling through the Wellness Clinic available at 414-276-3122. For others seeking support, similar warm lines resources are provided through the state, and they can be found at www.namiwisconsin.org/resources. As we move forward, we are grateful for the actions of first responders to limit the loss of life, and we offer our appreciation for the unimaginable challenges faced by medical providers, including those at our community partner facilities. While rumors may fly about the intentions behind the attack, no one among us can point to a single cause for this incident. Mental Health America calls on our community to remain peaceful, and we urge all to refrain from speculation on the actions of persons involved until all facts are known. Southeast Wisconsin is a small community. It does not take long for the effects of one tragedy to reach the rest of us. Let us remember this as we come together in support of those who were injured, traumatized, or tragically lost their lives in this incident. If you or a loved one are in need of crisis counseling support, please call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-8255. If you are in medical emergency or need immediate assistance, please dial 911. The R&R House and PRISM program are operated by Mental Health of America at www.mhawisconsin.org. I'll read that again, www.mhawisconsin.org, with funding from Wisconsin Department of Health Services. Our thanks to Donna Drew and this valuable sharing of this information from the Zablocki VA Center in Milwaukee. We'd also like to go on and thank a good friend of mine, John Christensen, a Vietnam veteran, who has served more than 40 years as a mental health provider in the vet centers in the Milwaukee area. And he is one of many of the professionals and community partners who are now in Waukesha to provide assistance as needed in so many different ways. This has been a tragedy for so many different people, different families, different healthcare providers, emergency responders. The people who run the parks and highways have been deeply affected by this. So John is there today to meet with and work with the city employees of Waukesha and provide health care for those professionals as they are available. And we also would like to just make this statement: it's not our position to be in any way mental health or medical professionals, but along with Gretchen Schutte, a long-standing veteran advocate in our community, we share our deepest thoughts and hopes for healing, and we owe it to those we have lost to reach out to support and care for each other. And I and many veterans who have been through significant traumas in our life have come to realize and believe the importance of mourning in our healing and also of grieving in our healing. And so as Thanksgiving Day approaches and Thanksgiving week approaches, we again want to remind people that we must not retreat from this, but we must reach out. And so during this Thanksgiving week, we send hope and we send our prayers, wishes, energies, and hopes for healing outcomes from this heartbreaking tragedy in Waukesha, Wisconsin. So I thank you for joining us in this special edition, short version of the Stigma-Free Vet Zone podcast today. Your feedback is very important and helps us to improve the content of this podcast. For resources, please visit OrbanFoundationForVeterans.org. Help us to improve the quality of our podcast. And for other resources or to leave a comment, visit our website at OrbanFoundationForVeterans.org. For co-host Bob Bach and engineer Kerry Wheaton, I am Mike Orban, and thank you for joining us. And remember, this is educational, not stigmatizing.
Thank you for listening to the Stigma-Free Vet Zone podcast. Your feedback is welcomed and encouraged. You'll find contact information on our webpage, OrbanFoundationForVeterans.org. While you're there, please consider making a contribution. Donations help us continue to bring greater hope, understanding, and resolution on issues of civilian readjustment for all military veterans and families. Thanks for joining us, and please tune in again.